Hi, this is Debbie. Welcome back to Cheyenne Life. And this is going to be a little bit of a different video today. You'll probably notice the thumbnail. I'm going to put a thumbnail in that shows my face. I had recorded a video prior to this, but I found out that when I was looking at the video or editing the video that the words that were on my makeup was all showing up backwards. So I'm not real sure how to fix that. So I'm just going to go ahead and make another video. This is what we're doing right now. And I'm going to show you some of the favorites that I have for September and for this fall season because it has been a little bit colder. I know it's supposed to warm back up for the next couple of weeks. I'm not sure what it's going to do after that. But I want to show you some of my favorites. I don't wear makeup very often, but if you look at the thumbnail, you'll see that I'm wearing some makeup. And I don't wear a whole lot of makeup. I know that there are a bunch of YouTubers out there, beauty YouTubers, that wear probably way more makeup than I do. Even though they're saying that it's natural, it's not me. So this is the makeup that I wear on a regular basis. Probably one of them not quite as often as I do the others, but I wanted to show you what my go-to favorites are. And I know that these products are still available because I can still purchase them. I sometimes go to Ulta Beauty to get them, and some of the other places out there, Walmart or even Dollar Tree, to get some of these items. So I'm going to show you what I wear. And this is for the fall season, so it's going to be fall colors. I do change it up with the seasons. In the summer, I wear probably lighter colors of blues and greens and things like that, versus what I wear in the fall and winter, which is going to be the darker colors, more spicy colors, and honestly more nude colors. I'm not a person that does huge variations in color. It's not to knock Jeffree Star or Shane Dawson or any of the YouTubers out there that create their own makeup. It's just a little bit too out there for me. So these are the colors that I wear, and I hope everyone enjoys it. Maybe gets some information out of this if you haven't worn makeup in years and you're looking to maybe go back into it, or you haven't started wearing makeup yet and you want to. Of course, if you're not wearing makeup yet, that means that you're probably middle-aged, because I'm middle-aged. I'm 44 years old. So check into this makeup. Maybe you like it. Maybe you don't. I don't know. And I know it's a little bit different than my gardening videos or my cooking videos, but I had someone actually ask me, hey, what makeup are you wearing? So I'm going to go ahead and go through it with you. So this is the eyeshadow palette that I wear most often. Of course, I start out with the bases and things like that. But since this one is sitting up on top and you're kind of checking it out, then I'm going to show you what it is. It's called Essence Spice Up Your Life. And this is a really, really reasonable palette. It's I think I got it for $9.99, and I had a coupon on that. So even cheaper. So you get this in Ulta Beauty. And let me see if I can go ahead and open it up here, and I will show you the colors. Oops. It's kind of a magnetic palette, so it's a little bit difficult to open with one hand. So here are the colors. As you can see, you can probably check out what colors I wear more often than the others. But my go-tos are usually Chai Chai or Coco Loco for the inside line of my eyelid. And then I use Caramelts and spiced apple cider. And I think I sometimes use the pumpkin spice. It just depends on what I'm wearing. And then, of course, I use the vanilla bean for the highlights in my eyeshadow. So that's what the palette looks like. And I actually still use sponge applicators to put the eyeshadow on. I've not branched out into the eyeshadow brushes as yet. I do use some brushes. I just started using them in the last couple of years, but I so far have not liked the eyeshadow brushes. I tend to go back to using just the applicators. And I apologize if you hear some knocking around. That is my grandson, who's supposed to be sitting down right now because my daughter's at work. So, and I'm watching him for the day. Anyway, this is the colors that are available. They're all really nice colors. There are some brighter ones in there. I don't tend to wear those, but the lighter, more nude colors I do wear. And that one, again, is called Spice Up Your Life by Essence. And I've had this one for about a year. And I know it's still available because I just saw it during all of this going on with COVID, I had went into the mall after the mall had opened back up, was where our Ulta Beauty is, and it was still available and you could still get it. And they have some other palettes that are pretty nice as well. And then sometimes I will use, let me just go ahead and scoot this off, this palette that my daughter had just gotten me this past year. It's called Too Faced Natural Lust. And this one has some really interesting names for eyeshadows, but they are pretty. Sit down and quit doing that. And that again was my grandson. Apologize for that. He's just being a little bit loud. And I know he's getting bored, so we'll try to keep this video short. Anyway, these are the colors that are in here. And as you can see, a lot of nudes. There are some brighter ones that I don't really wear. I have tried them out, but just not me. So anyway, these are the colors. You can see, I guess, which ones that I use more often. Let me show you some of these names. They're pretty hilarious. One's called Sex Drive. Oops-a-daisy. Embrace Me. Such a Tease. Peep Show. Peep Show is probably one I wear more often, but I think the name is just hilarious. Ball and Chain. Anyway, I love the palette, not only because of the picture. Obviously, I want to pay attention to the product that's in there. And I haven't had any issues with the colors or anything aggravating my skin. They've been really nice. I'm really kind of smell driven, and these, they don't smell bad and they don't smell like anything, which is good for me. I have a couple of actually I have all of the Naked palettes from Urban Decay, and I think they smell terrible. This is one of the reasons why I won't wear them. It's not that the colors aren't pretty. It's not that I don't like them. It's just that the colors, they smell terrible. They smell awful. And it smelled that way since the day I bought them. So I just do not like them at all. And a couple of them was given to me by my daughters because they said the same thing. They said, they smell awful. I don't like them. They smell terrible. So it's not a knock towards Urban Decay, but your products kind of stink. So anyway, as far as finishing powder, I use the just simply e.l.f. It's cheap. Sheer Tint finishing powder. I've used it for years. It works great. It's either this that I use or another one. It's called LA Looks in Nude. This one is in Natural, and I love their palettes. I've used them for years and years, so that's what I like to use. And as you can see, you just saw my phone. I use my phone to make videos. For foundation, this is a cheap one. I get it from the Dollar Tree, and I have for years, and it's just in the nude color or natural color. It's called Sassy and Chic. Moisturizing foundation. I use it because it doesn't break out my skin. I've had, and I do have, all kinds of foundations. One in particular from Ulta Beauty, I can't stand it because I think it's too cakey, and it doesn't feel natural to me. And that particular foundation even has 20 SPF. This one doesn't even have any SPF. But just to let you know that some products have SPF if they have zinc in them anyway, because zinc is a natural sunscreen. So this one, moisturizing foundation, I really like this one, and it hasn't broken out my skin. I don't have any issues with it. It feels very light, but it is a very good coverage. It's like a medium to heavy coverage of makeup, and it is very smooth when you put it on, and it covers blemishes. 9 times out of 10 I won't have to put any type of concealer on if I wear this foundation, because it does cover so well. These are the brushes that I use. I think this one is a foundation brush or base brush. I use this one to put the foundation on, but let me just be honest. I do not like brushes for putting on foundation. I use it right now because I got this brush and it was not cheap. It's called an Eco Tools. I gotten it at Ulta Beauty, and I just don't like brushes to put on foundation. I either like the sponges better or just the applicators that come with them, and I will use that. This, to me, gets all into the brush, and it just makes it feel dirty, and you're constantly having to clean it. I'm a little bit of a neat freak anyway, and that drives me crazy to see something that might have that much bacteria in it or something that it gets into the brushes. I can't stand that. So probably will not be something I will continue to use, but I'm using it right now. And I think this one is just a blush brush and contour brush. I use this one. This one I do love. I've used this type for years and years and years for blush and contour. Works great. And by the way, I use blush contour blend. It's either one. I don't use a separate contour. So this does both double duty. And then I have this one, and this one is for the concealer that I use. I do like the brush for concealer better than I like the sponge applicator. But again, I don't like the fact that it gets into the bristles, and then I have to worry about how much bacteria is accumulating in these brushes, and then I clean them constantly. So not my personally the best invention for putting on concealer or foundation or things like that. So not a huge fan of that. For my base or primer, I tend to just use this, and it's not the cheapest. As you can see, I have a multitude of different makeup, and I use mixtures. I don't use like a set bunch of makeup because I don't find that it works with my skin as well as some of the others do. This one does. It's called number 7 Skin Illuminator, and I like to wear this because it gives you a little bit of a glow underneath your foundation that I do enjoy. And you can actually use this as a highlighter as well over the foundation and powder. So I have a tendency to use it both ways. I mostly use it as a primer, and it works great. Absolutely love it. No problems with my skin, no issues with breaking out or anything. I really enjoy this. And I got it, the first time that I got it was for Christmas a couple of years ago from my kids. So this one I like, and I'm continuing to buy it, even though it's not very cheap. I think this one was like $32 or something like that. For lip gloss, I use kind of a corally pink color, and I use that usually throughout the seasons. So right now, this is my go-to. It's Soft Lips Coral Gloss, as you can see. And it has the SPF 10, so it does tingle a little bit when you put it on, and it makes your lips plump up a little bit more. So, hey, added benefits. I like it. I've used it for years. I will keep using it as long as it's available. So nothing much more to say on that, but like it. This is the blush contour that I was talking about. You can use it as both, and it's kind of more of a spicy, kind of pumpkiny color, and kind of coral like the lipstick is or the lip gloss is. So I enjoy using this. And by the way, I do not use lipstick and gloss. I only use lip gloss. That is my go-to. And I know I have to reapply it anyway. I've tried the lip stains. I've tried long wearing lipstick. I feel like that they're all caked on. I don't like that. So I just wear the lip gloss and I reapply throughout the day. This is my contour and my blush. I mostly wear it as a blush. Sometimes I do contour. Most of the time I don't. Like I said, I don't wear a whole lot of makeup, and the makeup that I wear is more natural. So this I enjoy. I've used it for years. It's Wet n Wild. It's cheap. You get it at Walmart. So look for that. This is the mascara that I wear. I've worn this one again for years and years. I've always liked it because it doesn't irritate my eyes like a lot of mascara does. I have more of a hooded eyelids. So if you wear certain mascaras with hooded eyelids, it can have a tendency to irritate your eyes. So I wear this one. It's Great Lash by Maybelline. Used it for years and I love it. And this concealer is the best concealer that I've ever tried. I have not liked any of the concealers that I have tried. Apologize. Because they feel caked on to me. And this one does not. And this one is just a cover stick. It lasts for a long, long time. As you can see down in there. Sorry about that. I've been talking so much in the last couple of days. But this is a concealer that I use. I just use it around my nose area to highlight my nose. and down along the sides of my mouth, and where I'm, getting some fine lines. I'm 44 years old, so I'm not a spring chicken anymore. And so this I use more often than not as the cover stick. Now, I don't always wear concealer. Um, I think that most people, myself included, some days my fine lines are more noticeable than others. And if I don't feel like that my fine lines and things are noticeable, I don't wear concealer. In fact, I don't wear makeup if I don't feel like that they're showing up that badly. So this is the one I tend to use. I use it underneath my foundation, and I like it. So not much more to say there. So that is my makeup routine. Now I will switch out the eyeshadows from time to time for different ones, but otherwise this is pretty much my go-to. So like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and to get notices on more videos, and we'll see you in the next one.